These are my comments on the Cozy 4-liter water distiller. It does its job as advertised. It takes about 4 hours to get water. You can see it just kind of drips it in there. And I use it for my humidifiers, and I typically buy purified water at $1.35 a gallon. And when I looked at the cost of this, I'm thinking about 17 cents a kilowatt. And this uses 750 watts. It takes 4 hours, so it's 3 kilowatts. So it's 51 cents to put a gallon of water versus $1.35. But simply there's a cost of all this stuff. But if you do 2 gallons a day, that's 700 gallons, and it adds less than a dime. So you're looking at about 61 cents a gallon versus $1.35. But I don't think I'm going to use it. I've got these water jugs, and typically I go to a water supply place and get the purified water. And that was just a hassle because I go once a week, because we go through about 21 gallons a week. And the reason I think I'm going to return it is, one, it's loud. It's a very loud fan. I mean, you can hear that. So if you're trying to watch TV or something, that's really loud. I mean, I've got my radio in the background, you can barely hear it. The second thing I didn't quite anticipate is how much heat it generates. It's a 750 watt heater, and here we got my house here, it's 70 degrees, and you can see the water now. It's a little bit warmer. It's not boiling, which is great. That's a lot cooler than I thought it would be. But this thing is generating a lot of heat. You know, at 120 degrees. So maybe that's welcome when you're in the northern states, but in Arizona, we try to cool off our houses in the summer. And the other thing with the electrical rates, 17 cents a kilowatt, during the summer hours, you might pay twice as much as that, or at least 50% more. So you're looking at 70 cents, 80 cents a gallon. So the noise is unacceptable. You really have to want this far away. I've got it set up on a timer because people said that, you know, they got a lot of scaling with this thing taking forever to shut off. And so about a timer, but that way it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. It shuts off before just 4 hours. But for 3 reasons. One, the noise is unacceptable. 2, the heat. I didn't anticipate that. So even if you go back to the 17 cents a kilowatt hour, I'm using electricity to cool off the house, and let's say it's half as much energy to do it. So, you know, now we're up to, at half of 17 is 8.5. So now we're up to, you know, 26 cents a kilowatt on the winter rates, and times 3 kilowatts. That's, you know, 79 cents, 80 cents there. So not saving that much money. The biggest reason I'm going to return it is the time. In Arizona, I'll show another video, the calcium in the minerals is so heavy at the bottom, and there's a big ring after the very first time. You have to put that citric acid in there and wait 10 minutes. So, you know, you got to prep it, you got to pour the water in here, and you got to wait to boil it. You got to set everything up and plug everything in, set the timer up. Then when it's done, you got to wait for this to cool off, and wait for that to cool off, and then you put the citric acid in, which works. In 10 minutes, you can see it dissolve almost immediately. Then you got to wait 10 minutes, and you got to rinse it out, and then you got to rinse it out again, then you got to fill it up. So at a minimum, that takes 10 minutes. So if I use 21 gallons a week, that's 210 minutes just filling and refilling this. So that's 3.5 hours. Now, when I do a run here once a week, it's about 12 minutes to the store, 12 minutes back. That's 24 minutes. And then it takes me about 3 minutes per bottle. So times 8 bottles, it's 24 minutes. So we're looking at about 70 minutes versus 210 minutes. So I don't think I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to return it. One, again, it's really loud. You got the radio in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. It's really loud as we walk away. You can still hear it. So one, the noise. 2, the heat. I didn't anticipate the heat generation. And 3, the calcium buildup. I've got to clean this thing every single time. I'll let it run twice and it got really black and gooky at the bottom. So it works as advertised. If you can deal with the noise, you can deal with the extra heat, you can deal with cleaning it. In Arizona, we have very hard water every single time you use it. Otherwise, it will get inefficient really quick. Anyway, that's my observations on this. I'm probably going to return it. It's not defective or anything. It's just too loud, too hot, and too much time. And I don't need the distilled water. Purified waters are fine for my humidifiers.
This is my new distiller, just purchased a week or so ago, and I'm returning it to Amazon because it has a top and a bottom part that have to be taken apart. This part has to be removed from this part in order to dry it out and fill it with water. And there is no handle anywhere on this to enable you to get it apart. The top and the bottom are smooth. There is no way to separate this part from this part without prying this open. There's nothing. I mean, you could stick a screwdriver or something in here. Yeah. Like that'll work. So it's too bad because it's a pretty good piece of equipment, except it's unusable because of the design. There should be a handle or something up here. There should be a grip here so that I can get these two things apart. And there isn't. So I don't know what they're thinking, but that's my review.
Super happy with this though. I had a distiller when I was a kid, and we've run into a problem where we have so many people in the house that bottled water just doesn't really work with our money situation. So we got this, and I absolutely love it. It cooks way faster than I think it says it does, because this gallon will be done in 30 minutes to an hour and not 4 hours. And honestly, it shuts off by itself anyway, so getting it done at work or something, I can have someone refill it while I'm at work. By the time I come from work, it should all be done. We got plenty of water. It tastes nice and clean. It tastes really fresh. Definitely great. It also really collects a lot of iron and calcium in the water. So I'm overall super happy with this.
just have to align it. Otherwise, if it leaks, it's just user error, basically.